Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Tay, and welcome back to another video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So today is Tuesday, July the 2nd, and I wanted to keep up with my promise with you guys, so I decided to come on here. Well, not that I decided, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm on here. We're getting ready to get into a little bit of some information, okay? First things first, I did just kind of want to follow up regarding the SUNBUCKS. I did come out, or I did find an article, or came across an article, I should say, regarding the SUNBUCKS. So I did want to just go into the information that's available here. And as usual, I will be posting the links to every single article that I read and provide to you guys down below in the description box, okay? So it says numerous states will be issuing additional supplemental nutrition assistance program, also known as SNAP, payments this month. This article actually did come out on the 30th. So if you haven't received your SUNBUCKS card, you should be receiving it. It doesn't matter if you are receiving benefits already from your government, your social services, Department of Social Service, or anything like that. It's whether you're receiving that or if your children are qualified for low or reduced price meals. Okay, families with children Families with children in which either of the following apply are eligible for SUNBUCKS, okay? They are school age and your household already participates in benefits such as SNAP food distribution program on Indian reservations and temporary assistance for the needy families. Your child attends school that offers a national school lunch or school breakfast program, and your household income meets the requirements for free or reduced priced school meals, okay? In all, it says that there will be more than 30 states that are taking part, as well as Washington, D.C., some tribal nations, and the overseas U.S. territories of American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay. While some may have already received their $120 per child payment, some are still yet to receive the funds. In July, which we are currently in, the following states will be making SUNBUCKS payments: California, Connecticut, Kansas, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Michigan, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, and Vermont. So these are just the states that are going to be making additional payments in July. This is not the total number of states that is participating, but just the ones that are going to be making the payments, or some payments, in July. So I'm going to give you guys a full list of states that are participating. The full list of places taking part is as follows: American Samoa, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Guam, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, North Mariana Islands, Ohio. Specific tribes within the Oklahoma, but not the state itself: Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, U.S. Virgin Islands, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, D.C., West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Okay. All states will be issuing payments in the summer months, June, July, August, and into September, but exact timeframes are not available for some of these states. Okay. For example, California will be distributing benefits to electronic benefit transfer, also known as the EBT cards, beginning in June, starting with those eligible children whose surnames begin with the letters A, B, C, and D. In Nebraska, payments are being made on several set dates: May 28th, June 20th, July 19th, August 20th, and September the 20th. I think that's what that says. September the 10th, I'm sorry. If your state is not listed, it is because it did not sign up to be a part of the SUNBUCKS, which I think is ridiculous. I can't see why all of the states wouldn't participate in this program. I think this is a really good program. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I'm not sure if that information has become available, but I am going to look into whether or not this is going to be a permanent thing, because I definitely think that they should keep this going. I do think that they should add a little bit more, because come on, $120 for 3 months with the cost of food. I am grateful. Let me just say that, you always want to have a nice slice of humble pie and say that you are grateful. I'm pretty sure that everybody that is receiving these additional benefits are definitely grateful, but I do think that they need to be a little bit more realistic in what they're giving. $120 for a household of one is not enough to get through the month. So if you have children, let's just say you're a small family, if you're a mom and it's just you and 2 kids, that's definitely not going to be enough for the whole month. This is supposed to be for June, July, and August. Kids go back, at least out here where I'm at, the kids are going to be going back sometime mid next month, so sometime around like August 14th. June and July, $120. That's basically $60 a month, right? Even if you have two kids, that's $240. But still, most people spend that amount of money, $240 for just 1 month, depending on where you are and the cost of food in your area. I definitely think that they could increase that amount, but like I said, I'm grateful. If your state is not listed, it is because it did not sign up to be a part of the SUNBUCKS, which required individual states to indicate their interest in the program. Various states declined due to having their own summer feeding programs in place. So if you guys are in one of those states where they didn't participate in the SUNBUCKS, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm actually pretty curious to see what those feeding programs were. If you thought it was beneficial, would you have rather kept the feeding program that they have available, or would you have rather gotten the SUNBUCKS as well? Others disagreed with the continuation of the C-19 aid put in place by President Joe Biden's administration. SUNBUCKS, then known as Summer EBT or Pandemic EBT, was first authorized in March of 2020 and became a permanent fixture starting in 2024. So there you go. I guess I just answered my question. So I'm assuming that this is going to be a permanent solution for when children get out of school. And now, whether or not they have to sign up every year, that's the information that I want to know. Do these states have to sign up every year? Do they have to show their interest every year, or this is just you sign up this one time and then every year we check the list and we start to send out these cards and these benefits to the families? Something to look into. But y'all let me know what you think. Moving on from that, so we've got California residents in a certain city to receive $500 a month. Okay, some California residents could be eligible for no strings attached cash injections thanks to a new guaranteed income initiative. In an effort to stem poverty, eligible residents of Central California's Fresno County could be paid $500 per month for 12 months as a part of Fresno Economic Opportunities Commission. Advancing Fresno County Guaranteed Income Program for 12 months, the initiative will pay monthly supplemental cash payments to 150 households living in vulnerable communities that are at a particular risk from financial hardships. The grants, of course, do not need to be paid back. Guaranteed income programs select certain groups impacted by poverty and income equality, giving them monthly cash payments for a predetermined amount of time. Unlike other federal or state benefits like SNAP, participants are permitted to use the funds for whatever they see fit. Researchers then evaluate participants to look for improvements in well-being, financial well-being, and overall health. The guaranteed income plan is specifically for young families or those about to start a family who meet certain income thresholds. There is also no requirement on households spend the funds which have been provided, okay? Researchers expect that recipients will experience increased levels of health, happiness, financial stability, and full-time employment. A press release issued by the Fresno EOC reads, the initiative has been started in response to the 2021 expiration of the expanded child tax credit. The U.S. Census Bureau found that child poverty more than doubled in the year following its expiration. Economic security and dignity are essential to wellness, and guaranteed income programs protect people and families from financial distress by ensuring they have funds to put toward what they know they need. Okay, this is coming from California Wellness Foundation CEO Richard Tate said regarding the opening of applications. We look forward to learning from Fresno and other communities how these programs link to improve health and wellness. I've actually seen and read about a lot of these different programs going around in various different cities in my particular state. I haven't really seen so much in other states. You guys let me know if you've come across any program like that in your particular area, but I know for sure there was one for LA County. I think there was one for San Diego or San Fernando or something like that, but there was quite a few different counties in my particular state where I've heard of them doing these initiative programs where they're giving a certain amount of money, and it does vary depending on where you are. I've seen some be $500, I've seen some be $1,200 or $1,000. It's always for a year, 12 months time. They give it to you once a month, and they basically just monitor your progress, see if this helps you to get on your feet, if it makes any difference at all, or if you kind of stay the same. I do think that this is a good program. I hope that they do look forward to creating programs like this, not only in my state, but in all other states as well for people, but just minimize on all of the requirements, because it does become stressful when they're talking about overall wellness, like financial, mental, and all of that. While it may, in certain situations, help with financial wellness and help to get people in the right direction so that they can get, so that they can gain some type of financial stability and learn how to become more self-sufficient, I do also think that it is a little bit taxing on their mental stability when they're constantly having to come forward and provide all of this information. Now, of course, we don't want these funds to go to people who are not in need of it, right? So I do get that part of it. Make sure that they're doing the screening process to make sure that this family or this household can benefit from the funds. But outside of that, having to come in and provide everything short of your social security number and the type of blood that you have is just ridiculous to me. But y'all let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Okay, so here's something that I found to be interesting. Not really some tea, but still interesting nonetheless. Uber has decided that they want to pay people $1,000 to get rid of their own personal vehicle for up to 5 weeks. Okay, they're talking about traffic. It says you can call it a gimmick or a PR stunt. Uber says the aim is to highlight the high cost of personal car ownership, as well as all the external effects on our health and the cities where we live. Uber has long advocated for fewer cars on the road. I wouldn't necessarily say it's fewer cars. It's okay. So I'm going to get back to this article, but the only way this will make it fewer cars on the road is if people weren't still driving, right? So if we have people that are driving their own personal cars, and then you also have people who are taking Uber and Lyft. So if everybody in the world was just taking Uber and Lyft, I kind of feel like it would still be the same amount of cars. I don't know. This is my take on the situation. I really don't think it's doing much of anything as it pertains to making sure that there are fewer cars on the road. You're just simply replacing them. You're not changing it. You're taking away my car, but you're still wanting me to get in this car that you're providing for me. So what's the difference? You're just exchanging one for the other. But like I said, I could be missing out on something. Y'all let me know if y'all see something different. But that's how I'm looking at it. It says even as studies have shown that the app-based ride-hailing industry has intensified traffic congestion in cities. The trial is modeled on similar experiment conducted by Uber and Behavioral Insights team in Australia in 2023, in which dozens of residents were challenged to give up their cars for 4 weeks. Now, Uber is bringing its experiment to North America. Car owners in Los Angeles, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Miami, San Francisco, Toronto, and Vancouver interested in participating can sign up online for the 5-week trial, which takes place beginning July the 22nd of this year all the way up until August the 25th. Uber will then select 30 people from each city to give up their cars during those 5 weeks. Each participant will receive $1,000 based on the average monthly cost for vehicle ownership in U.S. to use on what else? Uber rides, bike and scooter share, car rental and car share, and public transportation. Here's how the stipend actually breaks down. So $500 in Uber Cash, redeemable in Uber app for car trips or Lime bike and scooter share. $200 voucher redeemable for car rental or car share. $300 across other transportation modes such as public transit. Uber will also throw in a 1-month free Uber One membership in which subscribers can earn 6% Uber Cash on eligible rides and zero delivery fees. $0 delivery fees on eligible food, groceries, and more. There are a few requirements before signing up. You must be 18 or older, have a driver's license, a vehicle that you use more than 3 times per week, a bank card, and be comfortable documenting your experience. The first week will be considered the control period where each excuse me, y'all. Where each participant will be expected to document their monthly habits. Okay, there are a few other provisions to keep in mind. The Uber Cash provided can only be used for Uber rides or Lime bike and scooter trips for cash equivalent stipends. Uber will encourage participants to submit receipts for their mobility purchases, whether it's car share services or public transportation. If a participant owns 2 cars, Uber will require the participant to give up just one of their vehicles during the duration of the trial. If you've only got 1 car, then you'll be required to give that vehicle up. In other words, the company is seeking to examine how people go what they consider to be, in air quotes, car light, but not strictly car free. Many Uber riders tell us that they want to live a more car light lifestyle with a variety of ways to ride, including public transit, shared bikes and scooters, walking, and ride share. So here's what I'm going to say about this. I'm not really sure how I feel about other people driving me around. And that's just me personally. I'm already a little bit paranoid when it comes to dealing with other people. Just in general, you guys know I'm a little socially awkward. Okay, so you guys know that I'm a little bit socially awkward when it comes to certain things. I think I've shared that with you guys before, but yeah, putting my life in the hands of somebody else, I don't know. I used to actually drive for Uber and Lyft. Not to no, I want to say this was definitely pre-pandemic. This was before then, but I was worried for my safety. This was me driving because you never know who you're dealing with. You never know what type of mood they're in. I would hate to be an Uber driver that picks up somebody that is getting ready to go, postal. I just dropped them off at their job. They just got fired. Like my mind goes every which way when it comes to things like this. I certainly would not feel comfortable with giving up my vehicle, whether I had one or two. It's just not, it just, and then the $1,000 is not really a stipend. It's not really a payment. See, when I first read this article, or when I first read the title, because I didn't read the article, I'm actually experiencing this for real time with you guys. But when I read the title, I thought they were going to be paying people $1,000 to give up their cars. But in actual reality, they're just giving you an allowance to use towards your transportation needs for the 5 weeks that you decide to sign up for this program. But either way, that is absolutely all that I have for this video today. Y'all let me know what you think of this video, and let me know what you think about these comments. You guys have to excuse my kids. It is summertime, so I forgot to let them know that mommy is going to be recording and they are making a lot of noise, and I don't think that I'm going to be editing that out. So let's just hope and pray that my son doesn't have any other additional outbursts so that I can get through the ending of this video. But as always, you guys, definitely make sure you smash that like button, because it definitely helps to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. In light of my beautiful lip today, we're going to ask that you drop some red hearts down below in the comment section. Let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out these article links, as I will have them down below in the description box. Also follow me on other social media platforms. You can find me at live_love_elevate on both TikTok and Instagram, as well as my YouTube channel, which is also Live Love Elevate, if you guys want to see what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. And on that note, I am going to say, as always, remember to live, love, and elevate, beautiful people, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video.